डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी।
Namaskar. I, Dr. Khushbu Jadhav, welcomes you all at Chaitanya Studio, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Open University. Students, today we will discuss the subject Principles of Management of Master of Business Administration MBA course. In this course, in Principles of Management, we are going to discuss unit number 1, Introduction to Management. Now let's first see the points of introduction to management we are going to discuss. In this unit, we are going to discuss what is management, the introduction part and the concept of management. In that, we will discuss the definition and features of management. Then importance of management, regarding the nature of management, how management is multidisciplinary, like it is science, it is art, we will discuss this also, and how it is profession. So we will discuss all this viewpoint, how it is multidisciplinary, whether it is science, whether it is art, or it is profession. The next point is difference between management and administration, and the last one is universality of management. In simple terms, students, we can understand what is management: to manage the things, to manage the people. So in this world, if we talk about the competitive era, so the world became highly competitive after the post-industrial revolution, and the scale of business has changed tremendously. Means the business we are handling now and the previous one and the future aspect is totally different. So this change led the business world the need to introduce the large capital, mass production, as well as the techniques with offshore trading. That means if we are thinking about the managing the business, again we have to think about the capital, large capital is needed. We have to think in the perception about towards the production also and towards the customers also. Means this development increase the difficulties, and with this increasing level of difficulties, business become a difficult one. Means if we are thinking about the small business, so again the small capital will be needed, the all production point of view, if we think the risk point of view, the material point of view, so all will be not as difficult compared to large business. So what are the effect of these changes? If we talk about the many points of are there, means many effects of these changes are there. So such changes in business world brought the increased necessity of management. Means if we want to run in a systematic way, if we want to earn the maximum profit, if we want to stay in the market, if we want the maximum share in the market, so again the management role is there. Means management is not only needed to business houses but also equally needed to manage hotels, hospitals, charitable trust, schools, etc. Means if we are thinking that the management is needed in business only, no, we are wrong. Everywhere, in every field, the management is there. The listed all types of organization achieve its objective with the combined efforts of various people and with the use of various resources. So if we are thinking that only the people role is there, no. Only the material role is there, no. Only the money role is there, no. The combined efforts of all people, means all factor of production, land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, every has their own role to play. Therefore, management is the process of getting the work done from the human resources. So in simple terms, we can understand that what is management? So management is the process of getting the work done from the people, and it is both, not only from the human resources, non-human resources, means living and non-living both. The exact definition of management is not very easy as the term is used in different ways. So whenever we are talking about the management, So management is not only limited to some area, like it is for business only, it is for hospital only, it is for some railway station only, it is for some other purpose only. No, management is everywhere, wherever. Like in railway platform also we can see that there is a queue to take the ticket. If we are going in the theater, again the line is there. So everywhere there is a management, and it is compulsory to follow the rules to manage the things. So it is relatively new concept. So it has brought out concepts from various other disciplines like statistics, sociology, economics, psychology, etc. Different treatment to the term management has been given by different group. So if we talk about the L.M. Prasad, so according to L.M. Prasad, the term management is used in the three alternative ways: management as discipline, management as a group of people, and management as a process. So first one, management as a discipline. So how it is, we can say that management is a discipline. So management is a discipline as it includes varieties of concepts, knowledge, principles which facilitates managing the organizations. Whenever we are talking about discipline, so what is discipline? In general terms, what we can understand by discipline? So discipline is some specific rules to be followed, some systematic steps to be taken care of. So management is a discipline that includes variety of concepts. It is, we can say that it is about knowledge. Means discipline word can be different from area to area. If we talk about the school discipline, then it is again. If we are talking about the hospital discipline, so again we have to be quite. In school also there is some other discipline rules. So on the other way, organization is a cooperative efforts of different people. Means every personnel perform managerial functions in the firm. Hence we can say that business is running with the people, by the people, and through the people. So students, here we can understand who is running the business, who will see the business, and to by whom it will be taken care of, it will be supervised. So finally the people, the answer is people. It is with the people, it is by the people, and it is through the people. So in this way, management can be referred as a group of people working towards the business. And lastly, management is a systematic method of handling different activities. So again, we can say that management is a systematic method. Why it is systematic method? Because it is going step by step, and we have to follow the systematic method. Like first we are taking this, second one we are going like this, third step is this. So that is called management. Now the definition and features. So almost all definitions of the term management insist on one thing, that is, it is a process of reaching to an established goal through the combined efforts of various people performing different functions. So this line says lot of things. Like first one, management is process. What process? So reaching to an established goal. Why we are managing the things? Why we follow the management? Because we have certain goal which is already established. So again we have some systematic steps, and for achieving that established goal we are making efforts. How we are making efforts? It is combined efforts. Previously we have talked, like it is combined effort. How it is combined effort? Because all the people, say man, material, labor, all are working together to achieve the goal. So various people performing different functions. So it is not that like all people are working on some one work. They are managing different things. They are supervising all the things. Means people are distributed to see the everything and everywhere to look out the things. According to Harold Kunz, management is the art of getting things done through and with the people in formally organized groups. So according to Harold Kunz, this is the opinion. If we talk about the McFarland, so management is defined for conceptual, theoretical, and analytical purpose as that process by which managers create, direct, maintain, and operate purposive organization through systematic, coordinated, and cooperative human efforts. So McFarland has given a very beautiful definition, where means many things we can understand from this management definition, like it is based on the systematic point of view, it is based on the coordination, it is based on the cooperative human efforts. So by combining all this we can achieve the management. According to George R. Terry, management is a process of planning, organizing, drafting, controlling, and determining and accomplishing the objectives by the use of people and resources. According to F.W. Taylor, management is an art of knowing what you want to do and then seeing that it is done in best and cheapest way. So students, this is very, very important. F.W. Taylor says that it is art of knowing what you want. Means art is depends on person to person. So you want to know that how you will do, how it will be done, and then seeing that it is done in the best way. So your work is not complete, like whatever you want, you knew that, and then the work is complete. It is not like that. Then your work starts from here. Means you have to supervise, you have to continuously observe that how it is going, whether it is going in a best way, as a systematic way or not, and again the cheapest way. Next one is according to the AMA, American Management Association, the art of getting things done through the other people. This is very small and to the point line definition. The art of getting things done through the other people means आपको जो काम करवाना है वो लोगों से आप कैसे करवाओगे, that is an art. So the art of getting things done through the people. According to Lawrence Appel, management is the accomplishment of the resources through the efforts of the other people. So again, Lawrence has the same opinion. Now the features of management. There are many features of management, like existence of objectives, organized activity. Management is a continuous process, working with and through the people. Decision making. Management is a science and is an art. Universal application. Dynamic relationship among resources, and management is a multidisciplinary. Students, from these features of management, you can see that many points covers the definition of management. Like we have some objectives. Whenever we are managing the things, we have some goal, we have some objective to be accomplished. Then it is again organized activity, because in unorganized activity we cannot achieve the management, we cannot establish the management. Again, think management must be a continuous process. It is continuous process, but whenever we want to achieve the best result, so management must be there at all levels. Again, working with and through the people. Students, we have discussed this right now. Like it is by the people, it is with the people, it is through the people, and it is for the people, because they finally the people are going to work. Next one is decision making. So decision making is like why we are managing the thing, what purpose we are for what we are doing. So decision making role here is there. Means whenever we are managing the thing, at every steps we have to take a decision. Then management is a science and as art. Again, the same point that we have discussed right now. It is a science because management talks about these principles, rules, experiments. So again, it is a science. How it is art? Many definitions given by the management experts, they says that it is an art to get the things done from the people. So वो आप में होना चाहिए, how you are going to achieve that. It is the finally the skill of that people. That is why it is called the art. Universal application. Whenever we go anywhere, any place, we can see the management. If we go in the school, hospitals, hotels, railway stations, whenever we go at any place, we can see the management. Then it is a dynamic, means day by day the world is changing, there are technological changes. So again, management is always, we can say it is dynamic, means the rules, the applications can be changed. Next one is relationship among resources, means management has a very close relationship with the resources, means management can be achieved with the human resources and with non-human resources, means people are also required, man, material, all are required. And the last step is management is a multidisciplinary. So how it is multidisciplinary? Because it is we have discussed right now, it is also science, it is also art, and it is the both profession also. So these are the points that we have discussed right now: existence of objectives, the organized activity, how it is organized, because it is a set of objectives. Then management is a continuous process that we have discussed. It is about the planning, organizing, directing and controlling. That's why it is a continuous process of both human as well as non-human resources, working with and through the people. Why? That we have discussed right now, that management is defined as getting work done from and through the people. The next one is it is in science and art. So that we have discussed. Why it is science? Because it has some systematic body of knowledge, principles. And why it is art? Because there is some application of knowledge and as well as skills. In same way, the universal application, dynamic process, relationship among resources, and the last one is multidisciplinary. Now the students, in this lecture we have studied the definition of management and the features of management. In the next lecture we are going to study these points: nature of management, importance of management. Namaskar.